have never worked with anybody or any brand that's been as authentic as Mike Tyson and Tyson 2.0. It's as organic as it gets. He's the real deal. Again, he smokes daily and uses it for his mental health. And again, we're here to bring the same products that he's using to, again, the nationwide, all and internationally.
Adam Wilks joins me now. He's the CEO of Tyson 2.0. Adam, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Adam, that's it's an intriguing name. I'm assuming that the great Mike Tyson is involved with the company.
Absolutely. Passion for the plant, and yes, Mike's our the face, the name, and the brains behind the whole concept of Tyson 2.0.
Fantastic. Yeah, he's been quite the advocate for cannabis pretty much from the get-go. So tell us about Tyson 2.0. What is the business model? Where are the markets?
So Tyson 2.0, we just announced last week. We're rolling out across the entire nation. One of the first cannabis brands in history to come out the door with 16 plus states as far as a launch. And yeah, we're rolling out high quality products across the nation at different price points to cater to all different types of demographics. So everybody has the opportunity to be a part of the Tyson tribe is what we call it, but part of the Tyson crew and the ability to smoke what Mike Tyson approves himself. So all of our products are Tyson approved. All go through R&D with Mike Tyson himself. And again, we end up choosing the products that best suit Mike's needs, wants, and the medical benefits of.
Sure. So Mike had a growing operation called Tyson Farms a while back. Is that part of this?
So no, that was Tyson Ranch. Tyson Ranch is no longer a live entity. That was closed up. Tyson 2.0 is his new and improved brand new entity cannabis line, where again Mike is behind it. Mike supports it, and again we're producing the products that Mike uses himself and bringing it to the customers nationwide.
Sure.
But Tyson 2.0 is Mike's cannabis company and cannabis line.
Wow, very cool. Okay, so then in terms of distribution, whereabouts are your products going to be available?
So we're launching, this year we'll be launched in California, Nevada, and Colorado as our first three markets. We've executed a licensing agreement to launch in 16 plus states, but those will be our first three. Q1 of next year, we'll be releasing the next three, and quarterly by three following each quarter, which gives us the time to really roll out properly in each state and bring Mike out to experience each market, and again give the customers a chance to experience the product and again get face to face with Mike as we roll out across the nation.
Sure. So he's acting as the brand ambassador, I guess.
Absolutely.
And have you found so far that his name is still a draw for cannabis products specifically?
Absolutely. I've worked with several celebrities, athletes, artists in the past. I've been in the licensing and royalty space for over 15 years. And I've never worked with anybody or any brand that's been as authentic as Mike Tyson and Tyson 2.0. It's as organic as it gets. He's the real deal. Again, he smokes daily and uses it for his mental health. And again, we're here to bring the same products that he's using to, again, the nationwide, all and internationally. Eventually, we are working on some deals in Canada as well. But yes, nationwide to start, and again, bring products to everybody to help with, as you're aware, there's a massive issue in this country with mental health and the opioid pandemic. And again, cannabis is, in my opinion, a miracle drug. I've been a fan and using it for over 20 years myself, and why me and Mike connected so well, the connection we had, and both of us having such a passion for the plant and plant-based medicine. So yeah, no, I'm just overall just excited to be a part of it and
Sure.
excited to bring Tyson 2.0 to customers nationwide.
Sure. The U.S. cannabis sector has been under pressure in the publicly traded realm, largely because the Safe Banking Act is sort of slow in its evolution through the system, and the absence of, overt support from the Biden-Harris administration that seemed to be like a slam dunk when they first took office. To what extent is the success of Tyson 2.0 dependent on the passage of the Safe Banking Act?
We're not relying on the Safe Banking Act to pass. Yes, it will pass. It's a when, not an if. But we're chugging full force forward, and we'll again be continuing our rollout plan in all 16 plus states. And again, bringing this product to patients and customers nationwide with or without the Safe Banking Act passing. But yes, once it does pass, that'll do wonders for the industry, wonders for all brands, all companies, and everybody as a whole. But again, we will be continuing and moving forward with or without it. And it doesn't, yes, it will affect the industry as a whole. It doesn't play a huge part in our rollout plan.
Sure. Okay, so then is there any sort of product in the Tyson line that is sort of like way above everything else, the flagship product, or is it basically the whole product line is the flagship?
So I would say the whole product line is a flagship, but we do have some key products like the Toad line that Mike has, again, smoked himself and a huge fan of himself. As we go through the R&D process, Mike will choose, we'll bring him 15 strains. He'll pick his top 2 or 3 strains from our cultivation facilities. And those will be the products we run with. Now, we'll use those same strains for the entire product line. So we are rolling out, a full flower line and pre-rolls, as that's Mike's number one product that he prefers to consume with. We'll also be rolling out some edibles for people that don't want to be smoking joints or flower product. We'll also have live rosins, concentrates, and vapes, again, to try and cater to all different consumers. Everybody consumes their cannabis products in a different way, so we'll ensure that we have products to provide to everybody in all different categories and price points.
Sure. Do you see the the ongoing legalization of cannabis across all states sort of a fait accompli at this point? It's just a matter of time till they're all there. And at what point can we expect to see federal deprohibition?
So it's definitely, like you just said, it's when, not an if, when all these states do come online. We're excited and got our hands full executing 16 states as is, and think that that's a great, we'll be making a huge impact on this country as far as bringing high quality products at the right price through the Tyson 2.0 line. Again, and when it does go federally legal, I think it's a huge plus for all of us, for everybody in the industry. I mean, there's a lot of people like myself that have been in this space for 8+ years and just excited to see the progress and moving along in Washington. So again, we can do what we love to do on a little more of a legal front. I mean, this is as legal as it gets, but once the feds open it up, we'll be able to cross state lines. We'll be able to sell, interstate, the interstate commerce will all open up and we'll have the ability to. Again, I think it'll just scale the operations exponentially.
Sure. And how does the relationship with Columbia Care work?
So Columbia Care is our nationwide cultivation partner. So we've partnered with them in, again, starting with 10 states, but totally have 16 states they cover. We'll be rolling out in all of their states, starting with Colorado as their first rollout, end of month. And again, they're cultivating all of our products. We'll be working with them, strain-specific and genetics. And Mike will be, again, lots of marketing materials coming out with Mike's involvement and promos to invite the Tyson following and Tyson patients and Tyson customers, Tyson 2.0, again, just overall fans, to connect with Mike in many different ways in all different markets across this country. As we roll this out, we're going to be bringing Mike on tour, and again, giving people a chance to connect with Mike as again Tyson 2.0 rolls out across the nation.
Sure, you bet. Okay, so then in 2022, for investors, what are the big sort of headlines we should look for that will be indicative of growing value for shareholders?
So obviously increased penetration across the nation as we roll out more and more states, increased revenue. Since we're a licensing and royalty model, we're very asset light. We run lean. My background's a food space, and as everybody knows, we've operated 82 fast food brands in 42 countries. In the food space, if you're not lean, you're not going to survive. So we operate extremely lean, profitable, and our main focus is continued expansion, and again, penetrate as much of this country as possible, and continue the growth into Canada and other international opportunities.
You bet. All right, Adam, we're going to leave it there for now. That's a great introduction. I'll look forward to having you back, and hopefully Mike at some point too. Love to hear his thoughts on how professional sports could benefit from the legalization and use of cannabis, but we'll leave that for a future conversation. Thanks for your time today.
Great. Thank you. Have a great day.
You bet. Bye for now.